Our next topic is proportion. So, the name of the chapter is ratio and proportion. Ratio we already learned. The comparison of two quantities by division, we can call it as ratio. Now, we want to look into what is meant by proportion. Now, we have to consider the example. Now, look at that. The ratio of rupees 12 to rupees 60. How we can write the ratio of rupees 12 to rupees 16? We can write as 12 is to 16. Now 12 is to 16, we can write it in the fraction form. There is a 12 by 16. Can we reduce to the lowest form? Ratio should be expressed in the lowest form. So we have to reduce to the lowest form. So for 12 and 16, the highest common factor is 4. So we can divide both numerator and denominator by 4. Then we will get it as 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 we can write as 3 is to 4. So the ratio of rupees 12 to rupees 16 we got as 3 is to 4. Now second one, the ratio of 6 pencils to 8 pencils. So we don't want to write down the pencils, we have to write only the numbers. The order is very important. The ratio of 6 pencils to 8 pencils. 6 we have to write first. So 6 is to 8, which is equal to, we can write it in the fraction form 6 by 8. Now reduce to the lowest form, we can divide both numerator and denominator by 2. So which is equal to 3 by 4, and 3 by 4 we can write as 3 is to 4. Now look at these two examples. So here we got as 12 is to 16, so which is equal to 3 is to 4, and 6 is to 8, which is also equal to 3 is to 4. So these two ratios are equal. So we can write 12 is to 16 is equal to 6 is to 8. 12 is to 16 is equal to 6 is to 8. So here the two ratios are equal. Two ratios are equal. Two ratios, they are equal. Then such an equality of ratios, we can say that the four quantities are in proportion. An equality of ratio is called, an equality of ratios is called what? Proportion. So when two ratios are equal, then we can say that the four quantities, here we have two quantities, here also we have two quantities, total we have four quantities, they are in proportion. So an equality of two ratios is known as proportion. An equality of ratios, an equality of ratios, we can say that it is the proportion. It is the proportion. So here the two ratios are equal. Therefore, we can say that the four quantities 12, 16, 6 and 8 are in proportion. The two ratios are equal. Therefore, the quantities 12, 16, 6 and 8 are in proportion. The order of the terms are very important. So we cannot change the order. So the equality of two ratios, we can call it as a proportion. So when the two ratios are equal, we can call it as a proportion. Now look at that. 12 is to 16 is equal to 6 is to 8, and we say that 12, 16, 6 and 8 are in proportion. Now we can write as 12 is to 16 is as 6 is to 8. 12 is to 16, and the symbol in order to represent the proportion is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dots. So how we can read it? 12 is to 16 is as 6 is to 8. 12 is to 16. So this one we can read as is to. So 12 is to 16 is as. So the symbol, now to represent the proportion, we have to put 4 dots. Then how can you read 12 is to 16 is as 6 is to 8. 12 is to 16 is as 6 is to 8. Then the 4 quantities we can say that they are in proportion. Now look at here. Here we have 4 quantities. Then or we can say that here we have 4 terms and 12 is the first term. 12 we can say that the first term, 12 first term, then 16 the second term, then 6 third term, and 8 fourth term. So in a proportion we have 2 ratios. So we will get 4 terms, or these 4 quantities we can say that they are the terms in the proportion, and 12 is known as the first term, 16 is the second term, 6 is the third term, and 8 is the fourth term. Then again, which are the first and the fourth terms? 12 and 8. Then this first and fourth terms, first and the fourth terms, the first and the fourth terms, they are known as the extreme terms. Extreme terms. The first and the fourth terms, what we can say? They are the extreme terms or extremes, or we can say that extremes. Then again, second and the third, the second term and the third term, the second term and the third term are known as the middle terms. The second and the third terms are known as the middle terms. Middle terms. The second and the third terms are known as the middle terms. Now look at the ratio. 12 is to 16, which is equal to 6 is to 8. So we can say that 12 is to 16 is as, that means proportional to 6 is to 8. Then 12 is the first term and 8 is the fourth term. So 12 and 8 we can call it as the extremes. 12 and 8 are known as the extremes or extreme terms. 12 and 8. Then 16 and 6, the second term and the third term, we can say that they are known as the middle terms. The middle terms. So once again, look at that. We considered the example and we got as 12 is to 16, we got the ratio as 3 is to 4, and 6 is to 8, that is also 3 is to 4. So what is the meaning of that? These two ratios are equal. So such an equality of ratios, we can say that the 4 quantities or the 4 terms, they are in proportion. So when two ratios are equal, the 4 quantities are said to be in proportion. Therefore 12, 16, 6 and 8 are in proportion. So if they are in proportion, we can write as 12 is to 16 is as 6 is to 8. So how can you read that? You have to put 4 dots, and how can you read it? Is as 12 is to 16 is as 16 is to 8. And here we have 4 quantities. We can call it as the 4 terms of the ratio. And 12 first term, 16 second term, and 6 is the third term, and 8 is the fourth term. Then first and the fourth term, we have another name. First and the fourth terms are known as the extreme terms or extremes. So here 12 and 8 are the extremes. Then the second and the third term, we can say that they are the middle terms. They are the middle terms. Now look at that. 4 quantities A, B, C and D are said to be in proportion. 4 quantities are given and they are in proportion. Then we can say that the ratio between the first 2 terms, that is A is to B, is equal to C is to D. So the order of the terms in a proportion are very important. So the 4 quantities are given in order A, B, C and D. Therefore, the ratio of the first 2 terms A is to B is equal to C is to D. Then we can write A is to B is as, A is to B is as, C is to D. So when you see this symbol, you will understand that the 4 quantities are in proportion. So if the 4 quantities are in proportion, then the ratios A is to B, that will be equal to C is to D. Then the symbol stands for is as. Then the 4 quantities A, B, C and D are called the terms of the proportion. The 4 quantities A, B, C and D are called the terms of the proportion. And out of these 4 terms, A and D are known as the extremes. A and D are known as the extremes or extreme terms or extremes. And B and C are known as the middle terms. B and C are known as the middle terms or means. So we can use the word middle terms. Middle terms. B and C are known as the middle terms or means. Then we have one more property. A is to B is as, C is to D. So which means that A is to B is equal to C is to D. A is to B means it is A by B, which is equal to C by D. A by B is equal to C by D. Then A and D are known as the extremes, B and C are known as the middle terms. A and D are known as the extremes or extreme terms and B and C are known as the middle terms. Then we have another property, product of the extremes. Product of the extremes is equal to product of the means or middle terms. Product of the middle terms. Middle terms or product of the means. Product of the extremes is equal to product of the middle terms. Then product of the extremes, that is A into D, that will be equal to product of the middle terms. Which are the middle terms? B and C. So we can write it as B into C. So A into D is equal to B into C. A into D is equal to B into C means product of the extremes is equal to product of the middle terms. Now we can consider one example. Are 30, 40, 45 and 60 in proportion? So we want to check whether these 4 quantities are in proportion. Now how we can check it whether they are in proportion? The ratio of the first 2, that is we want to check whether 30 is to 40, which is equal to 45 is to 60. Then only we can say that the 4 quantities are in proportion. So the ratio of the first 2 we have to find out, then first and the second term. Then again we have to find out the ratio between the third and the fourth. Then 30 is to 40 we can write as 30 by 40. Now we have to reduce to the lowest form, divided by 10 divided by 10. So we will get as 3 by 4. 3 by 4 we can write as 3 is to 4. The first one 30 is to 40 we can write as 3 is to 4. Then 45 is to 60. 45 by 60. So we can divide both the numerator and denominator by 5. So 9 by 12. Again we can reduce, divided by 3. So which is equal to 3 by 4. So 3 is to 4. Now look at that, the two ratios are equal, that is 30 is to 40 equal to 45 is to 60. The two ratios are equal. Then what we can say, that the four quantities are in proportion. So we can write 30 is to 40 is as 45 is to 60. So what is our question? Are 30, 45 and 60 in proportion? So we can say that they are in proportion. Yes, they are in proportion. Yes, they are in proportion. Now look at that. How many quantities are there? 4 quantities. So each one we can call it as the terms. 30 is the first term, 40 is the second term, 45 is the third term and 60 is the fourth term. And here which are the extremes? Extreme terms are the first and the fourth. First and the fourth are known as the extreme terms. So 30 and 60. 30 and 60 are the extreme terms. Then which are the middle terms? Then middle terms the second and the third term. The second and the third terms together they are known as the middle terms. So which are the middle terms? 40 and 45. 40 and 45. And we have one important property. Product of the extreme terms that will be equal to product of the middle terms. Now we can look into what is 30 into 60. 30 into 60 is equal to 30 into 60 which is equal to 1800. Now we can look into what is 40 into 45. So 45 into 4. So that is also equal to 1800. So the product of the extremes is equal to product of the middle terms. Now in general, 4 quantities are said to be in proportion if the ratio of the first and the second quantities is equal to the ratio of the third and fourth quantities. Then we can say that the 4 quantities are in proportion. So proportion means the equality of 2 ratios. Then the 4 terms involved or the 4 quantities are in proportion. So that's all for today's class. Thank you.